What's up, everyone? How's it going? Thank you so much for tuning in. In this video, I'm going to do a look through over, this is issue 98 of Nintendo Power. Came out in July of 1998. The main focus is, of course, is Star Fox 64. N64 was a big focus during the late 90s, considering that it came out only a couple years prior to this. So let's take a closer look at this classic Nintendo Power magazine. Thanks for watching. Okay, so here's the cover of this particular issue, and I love the art style. It's got the polygon kind of art style, which fits the game, of course. And I remember when Star Fox 64 came out, I was 17 at the time, and N64 was definitely my choice of system at the time to play, and I picked this up day one, this game. But we're going to look at 17-page E3 Insider Scoop, which is going to be a focus on there as well. Shake, Remember, and Roll. Of course, they had the Rumble Pack when Star Fox 64 came out, which is huge. Nintendo, I believe, was the first company to do the Rumble Pack. Prevent the Sickness. So let's talk about the official player strategy guide. You get the t-shirts, Star Fox 64 t-shirt, really cool stuff. Of course, the section here where people mail in fan art, which is cool. Got a cool, Zelda image there, Mario Kart, which is awesome. Earthworm Jim, that's classic. And so first is top 10 players chart. So top 10 games for N64 during this time was number 1, Super Mario 64. Holding It Still Strong, Turok, Dinosaur Hunter. That game has not aged very well. Star Wars, Shadows of the Empire. Man, I remember when that game came out, and the opening scene where you're in this snow speeder. That's a really fun game. Again, first-person shooters haven't really aged well on the N64 because you only had one analog stick. Blast Corp, Mario 64, Star Fox 64, Cruising USA, Doom 64, Wave Race 64, and Killer Instinct Gold. Top Super Nintendo games during this time: Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, still one of my favorite Zelda games. Donkey Kong Country 3, Super Mario RPG, which is, man, love that game. Great marriage between Nintendo and Squaresoft, awesome. Final Fantasy 3, Mario Kart, almost skipped that. Donkey Kong Country 1, Chrono Trigger, Donkey Kong Country 2, Super Metroid, and The Lost Vikings 2, which is by Interplay. So 3 of the top 10 Super Nintendo games during this time are Donkey Kong Country. And then top 5 Game Boy games: Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, which is great, Donkey Kong Land 2, Metroid 2, Tetris, and Tetris Tech. So Tetris is still very popular, even though the year's strong. So letters continued, pocket full of winners. So people won these Game Boy Pockets. So here's about this is about the Star Fox 64. Light Years Ahead, Super Nintendo. Graphically, yeah, it definitely was an upgrade. Rumble Pack, let's talk about that. That was super cool and kind of a great experience to kind of feel that. 3 ways of flight, so different viewpoints, different levels, different characters. That's more from Super Nintendo days, I suppose, but love the Star Fox series. And talks about the loops. And I mean, the original Star Fox 64 was so groundbreaking with the graphics, and they just took it to a whole nother level with the N64. Dark Rift. Can't say I've ever played this game for the N64. If you have, let me know, and let me know if it's worth checking out. It's a fighter. All right, Superstar Soccer 64. So soccer game, another game I have not played for the N64, but looks like a fun soccer game. What is this? Adventure Online, Amy and Travis Online Adventure. So kind of section here talking about Star Fox 64. So keep in mind, late 90s, internet was starting to boom, right? This is kind of early, AOL. I was using AOL to dial up. You got to log in and make sure no one's on the phone when you're going to internet. Hexen, which is a fun game. I have played that. It's been a while though. Blast Corps, another really fun game. Definitely N64. So first part of this issue, definitely focusing more on N64. And here's a fold out, just like the Playboy magazines back in the day, you get this fold out. So this one, instead of a Playboy Playmate, you get a Ken Griffey Jr. baseball, which is great. Growing up in Seattle at the time was cool. Nintendo Power Guide to E3. So kind of sneak peek to what's E3. It's really sad to see what's going on with E3 now, too. I know this year with coronavirus it got affected, but I don't know. We'll see if E3 comes back. Banjo-Kazooie. Really fun game. Of course, Conker's Quest, Conker's Bad Fur Day, which would be end up being Conker's Bad Fur Day, right? That's what they'd rename it to. A GoldenEye. Just some really great games by Rare. Zelda 64, Yoshi's Island. It would end up being Ocarina of Time, of course. Yoshi's Island 64 and Star Fox 64. So a couple of these games didn't quite have titles yet. Scanning the globe of games, Tetris Sphere, Real Sports. So talk about Ken Griffey Jr. You got WCW. I love the wrestling games on N64. Man, I would play those all the time with my friends. In college, we'd do drinking games with them. Quest 64, Speed Rules. So this is racing San Francisco Rush, which is a great port from the arcade. Top Gear Rally, Lamborghini 64, F1 Pole Position, F-Zero 64. Gotta highlight that. MRC I've not played before. Future look to the lineup of other games coming out. May 64, Mortal Kombat Mythologies, Robotech, etc. So Pocket Monsters, this is more, of course, Pokemon. So invade Japanese game market. So this is, pre-Pokemon. This is a Pocket Monsters is what they call it in Japan. So the Pokemon craze hadn't quite hit yet at this point, which is interesting. And obviously it just took the world by storm and immensely popular. But it talks about that and the really fun Blast Corps comic book here. Not many not many Nintendo Power magazines had comics. This stuff were like Howard and Nestor in the early editions, but nothing to this extent, which is kind of cool. So this is actually like a kind of real-size comic, which is awesome. Clay of the day. So this is Clay Fighters contest. They're doing grand prize. You win. This is 63 and 1/3 by Interplay. Second prize. First prize you get by the makers. You get immortalized by clay. How cool is that? They make you in clay. That's awesome. I wonder who actually won that. And then the second prize, Lady Liberty. That's cool. So, T-shirts to looks like you get boxers. Counselor's Corner. So these are some tips. So how to play. Tips for Shadow of the Empire. Turok. Super Mario 64. Operation C, which is essentially Contra for the Game Boy. And then what is this? Oh, this is Hercules. Did I skip a page? I did. So this is Hercules. Looks like this is for the Game Boy. Super Nintendo is not getting much love at this point. It's kind of, been on this last leg here at this point. Exclusive content, Pilot Wing 64, classified information, Street Fighter Alpha 2 for, that looks like it's for the Super Nintendo. And that's actually a pretty fun game for the Super Nintendo, kind of an interesting port. What is this more? 64 Super Nintendo, here you go. Talk about Superstar 64, okay. Hercules, there you go. First mention of Super Nintendo, this is Super Bass Pro, Monopoly, Clue. Pack Watch, more games. This is GoldenEye, love the GoldenEye. Tetris Sphere, Duke Nukem 64, King Griffith Jr. Presents, Mischief Makers, Insiders Updates. What is this right here? These are games coming out, the release schedule. Oh, you got these cards here. That's cool. These are cards that you perforated, and you just tear these out. And I remember that they would come out with these occasionally. I remember when Star Fox came out, I had I wish I could find it. It was a comic book page that custom. I put my name into it, so it was like Fox McCloud was actually saying my name, which is kind of funny in the comic. And it was custom. I got it ordered through Nintendo 64, and I wish I could find it. I had it framed and everything, which is cool. But here's some other peripherals and all that good stuff. So the back is an advertisement for the Game Boy Pocket. You won't believe your eyeballs. And they're all different color eyes, hence the different color pockets. They always had these weird advertisements. Sega was notorious for it in the 90s to do that. Nintendo definitely followed suit, and Jaguar and all of them did. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you guys subscribing. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. Do you guys remember this issue? And we'll see you guys soon. Take care and have a great day. Bye.